Boys and girls, color us shocked there, because ladies and gentlemen, we've got another canceled Disney Star Wars project, or at least it's pretty much considered dead by all saints and accountability out there, and that would be none other than Taika Waititi himself, because boys and girls, he's out there giving us a very similar kind of response that we've gotten from everybody else out there that was ever involved in any of this kind of project whatsoever, and concerning the disastrous dumpster fire that his last Thor movie worked out for Marvel over there, while color us shocked there that Taika Waititi is not getting a Star Wars trilogy or movie in any way, shape, or form, and now he's confirming even more of that, ladies and gentlemen, so color us shocked there. It's another canceled Star Wars project. Because we've got this lovely little article over here from cosmicbook.news. Taika Waititi teases his Star Wars movie is dead. And yes, boys and girls, should that come as a surprise to anybody after announcement that we have seen from Disney Star Wars and head Kathleen Kennedy over there about all of these things, and then all we'll find out is things get canceled, things get pushed back, or they are never mentioned again. I mean, hell, we literally just had a story that we did a little video over not too long ago that the Rey movie might potentially be canceled as well, or at least drastically pushed back, because now a Star Wars movie that was supposed to release in December of 2026 has now been replaced by Ice Age like 7, 9, 10, 12, however many of those movies they've made at this point, boys and girls. So color a shock there that the Taika Waititi movie is probably not going to happen either, and he is even out there admitting it himself. So we're going to check out this article from cosmicbook.news and get you on all of the juicy details. But before we do, if you do enjoy our content, hit that like button, share with all your friends, and subscribe or follow if you have not already, boys and girls, because we are grinding, we are growing, and I could not do that without every single one of you. Also, leave us a comment in the section down below to surprise you in any way, shape, or form that Star Wars' Taika Waititi movie is completely and totally dead, and he's even out there admitting it. Or do you think there actually might be some hope for this movie? Do you think some of this stuff will actually end up coming to fruition based on Taki's own words? Let us know what you think about that in the comment section down below. And if you'd like to support the channel, please check out the links in the description as well. So from cosmicbook.news and our dear sweet Matt McGloin, Taika Waititi seemingly teases that his Star Wars movie is indeed dead, which lines up with what insiders told us back at Comic-Con. Star Wars actually seems like it's in a state of flux. Aside from Jon Favreau's The Mandalorian and Grogu and Ahsoka Season 2, there doesn't seem to be any concrete plans for the future of Star Wars. Skeleton Crew debuts next month, but that may not get a second season. Likewise, Andor premieres its second season next year, but will not be getting a third season. No, ladies and gentlemen, that one is not coming back, and it's the least Star Wars of all the Star Wars out there. From the people that I've heard that watched it actually did enjoy it, so surprisingly enough, that's how things go sometimes. Disney also canceled The Acolyte after only one season, and God, that was just glorious. The chef's kiss, the meltdown that beautiful stuff caused, the absolute backlash by all those little psychopaths out there, you know, the old like 3 of them out there that actually watched the series. Yeah, color us shocked there that one was DOA right from the get-go. I don't think Disney Star Wars had any plans whatsoever to go forward with that one. They knew what kind of a hot dumpster fire it was, and considering how much money that series cost them, like $300 million reportedly, yeah, that was a big, the fat flop for Disney Star Wars, and guess what? It's exactly what they deserved. The Star Wars release date for the Rey movie has also been yanked. Oh, color us shocked there. The Taika Waititi Star Wars movie, I think, has basically been in development as long as the Rian Johnson trilogy, which, yeah, after the disastrous dumpster fire of that second Disney Star Wars movie out there, color us shocked there, he's letting go. I mean, the fan backlash alone was insane over that entire thing. Insiders actually filled me in that Waititi was booted from Star Wars because he was booted from finishing Thor: Love and Thunder. And yeah, wow, color us shocked there that he's no longer going to be working for Disney in any way, shape, or form, including over there at Kathleen Kennedy's Star Wars. While appearing on the playlist Binge-Worthy podcast, Waititi said the following in his weird way about his projects that haven't happened, of course, which includes Star Wars. Was it ever alive? What is death? You know, death is just a new opportunity, more life to grow and flourish. Everything's always in development. My advice to any filmmaker is just say yes to everything. And yeah, trust me, we've known you've done that in disastrous dumpster fire after disastrous dumpster fire. Because, you know, things come and go, and you never know what stage things are in. I've been attached to things that have disappeared for 3 years and then bubble back up. And I'm like, oh, I thought that thing was dead. Now I've got to go about that again. And of course, just giving you his wishy-washy, ridiculous kind of stupid wannabe, I'm an artist, so nothing's ever really truly dead, nothing's ever really truly gone. Oh, aren't I so philosophical? Aren't I so wise and intelligent? No, Taika Waititi, you're an absolute moron who every single time you try to play at anybody else's sandbox but your own, it turns into a disastrous dumpster fire. So no, his Star Wars movie is never going to happen. Taika Waititi is completely and totally burned everybody over there at Disney, and Disney wants nothing to do with him anymore. That's why they had to literally replace him and pull him off of his own movie and replace him with somebody else, because he was turning it into such a disastrous dumpster fire. I mean, can you imagine how bad Thor Love and Thunder would have actually been if Taika Waititi out there, Wokatiti out there, actually continued going forward with that movie? Because that movie was already a bunch of hot pile of steaming garbage. And guess what? At least we'll never have to see, for all of the things that are going on with Disney Star Wars, at least we can take some absolute resound and solace in the fact that we'll never have to see Taika Waititi do to Star Wars what he did to Thor. And at the end of the day, this lines up exactly what we've seen with the history of Disney Star Wars ever since they've coming out, since the disastrous dumpster fire of those movies. And yes, they did end up losing money at the box office, because guess what? That's what all Disney Star Wars is really good at, is losing money and continuing to destroy and damage a brand. Boys and girls, if you ever need a lesson in how you can turn probably one of the most profitable franchises ever in existence into nothing more than a money pit in less than a decade, all you have to do is look at the prime example of what Kathleen Kennedy and everybody else involved in Disney Star Wars has done. And fortunately enough, Taika Waititi will not be able to damage what is already considered a broken and dead brand as well, because guess what? He's even admitting his movie ain't happened, boys and girls. So chalk that up to another canceled Star Wars project that will never come to the light of the day. And honestly, I think all of the fans are better off for it.